Alright, welcome back to this month's horror pack. What month is it? It is April. Usually things that are celebrated today is usually represented with 420, but this month we're going to represent it with a horror pack. My horror pack usually comes in on the 16th, so video's a little behind, but I also have to wait to get the pack in to do the video. So stick around, because at the end I'm going to have some honorable mentions for this month, talk a little bit about Friday the 13th, and hit subscribe, because every video I'm going to do some type of intro. You can check out my past horror pack reviews to see all the intros I've done. Right now I'm doing a PC build, and things are going to get even better. Sound effects, camera angles, all that stuff's going to get better. Right now I'm having to edit from an Amazon tablet, and if any of you have that, go out there and download the editor, and then you tinker with it and you see how difficult it is to do cool things with it. Anyway, let's get back to the horror pack. I get these in monthly. I pay about 24 bucks. They have a selection of either Blu-ray or DVD. With the Blu-ray and DVD, you get a horror pack exclusive. I think they go out and they license a DVD or a movie that's not on Blu-ray or DVD, and then they license it because it's even got the horror pack symbol. So it's only it's collector's edition and only exclusive through them, and that makes it even cooler. And if you do the math, the cheapest brand new Blu-rays that you can get is the 788 bin at Walmart. So that's pushing 30 bucks after taxes for 4 Blu-rays. With horror pack, I can tell you right now, I've gotten some really cool Blu-rays. I've gotten online. I've done a price match on them. There's some Blu-rays that are $12, $20. So this is a great option to have. So this month, starting out, the 4 that I've got in, the first one is a Blu-ray of a horror movie called The Horseman. Now, I've not seen this movie, but that's the first one. The second in the list, Dawn of the Dead, which is pretty cool. Seen that one long ago. Now this is one that's really cool that we got in, and it even says collector's edition on it. It's got Rutger Hauer in it. I grew up watching Rutger Hauer. He was in Blade Runner, Runaway, or maybe it was Wanted Dead or Alive. Wanted Dead or Alive. Really good actor. And this, if you haven't seen this movie, you're going to enjoy it. Hobo with a Shotgun. And this month's horror pack exclusive, it's which I haven't seen, but it's pretty neat. It's called the 420 Massacre. Alright. Also this month, I want to throw out some honorable mentions. I'm always going to try to put things that kind of affected me as a child and keep it in the realm of horror. This feature came out, and this is important to me. This feature came out in 1984. I think it came out April 21st. And this may not have the blood and guts in it, but seeing Gene Simmons spit blood was actually the first horror icon that I saw growing up as a kid, and I used to run from it. And I'm a guy that my parents were cool growing up as little as you can possibly believe. My rotation movies were Hellraiser, Nightmare on Elm Street, Trick or Treat. You know, those are my rotation movies. So I'm going to honorable mention Kiss Live, Animalized Tour 84. The other honorable mention, this month we had a Friday the 13th, and down here where I live in Tennessee, it did not rain, surprisingly. So this is not going to be my favorite Friday the 13th. You'll have to tune in to next month's horror pack to see what that one is. But I want to throw my ideas on this one, but this is my second favorite Friday the 13th film. Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, Part 4 in the series. Let me tell you, the thing about this one, after this one, Friday the 13th changed. I'll add to that in the next month's episode. But this, in my opinion, was the last movie that you got of the humanoid Jason, where he was human. Because at the end, as we all know, Tommy Jarvis takes a machete and chops him in the head. There's no way humanly possible he can live that. But out of all the other films, out of the 3 that he was in, out of the 4-part series, well, he was in the first one too, but he was a kid. This is the one where after this one, he became the Jason that we know, where he's taking bullets, he can't die, he's being electrocuted, he's swapping soul to soul. So there's something that happened to Jason after this film, and nobody really, touches on that. But this was the last human element. And as we all know, part 5 was Roy. Wasn't even Jason Voorhees. He was dressed up. And then we'll go into the rest after that. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Throw your comments down on what you feel that your favorite Friday the 13th was. Why do you think, or possibly am I wrong? Is this the last humanoid Jason? Also, the Creepshow comic that you saw, I follow a channel called Minty Comedic Arts. He's great. He does a top 10 of all these horror movies, and he always puts unique things in there. He's funny. He's got good editing. Run over there. He's got a ton of great films. I watch them all the time. Well, he did a top 10 of Creepshow, and he had the comic book. And I was like, man, I forgot all about the comic book. So I got online, and they have reprinted it. You can go on eBay and get the original first prints for about $75. Or you can find the reprint, which is rather recent. They're running about $25. So the next day, I get on my Amazon at my recommendations, and there was Creepshow for $12. So you can even look at the back of the novel. It's a novel, comic book, novel, whatever. And it says $18. So for $12, run over to Amazon and pick them up while they got them. Hey guys, it was fun. Be sure to subscribe, because there's so many different things coming to this channel, from reviews and fan films, and just I do a little bit of everything. Just whatever I feel like doing, I'm going to do. So next month though, there'll be another horror pack. If you guys have any questions about horror pack, just drop them in the comments.